What's up, guys? Welcome to Slop Slog's Thunderdome edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting shows. Everybody knows that. If you've never seen this show before, do yourself a favor right now. Hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and get the notifications on because you're never going to want to miss another one of these shows for the rest of your life. And YouTube notifications helps a lot with that. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to today's panel. The first one needs no introduction. The guy is here literally all the time. I think he lives in the Thunderdome. At DeadPresPicks, the great Matt McEwen. What's up, dude?
What's up, boys? How we doing? Yeah, I got kicked out the last couple weeks. I feel like it's been a few weeks, John, since I've been.
It has been. But well, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta kick people out so they don't squat. You know what I mean? Because like squatters have rights in this country.
That is
and I think that might apply to the Thunderdome. I don't know. I don't make the rules, but how you been, man? What have you been doing?
Doing great. Same old. Just trying to win some bets. Fired up. Got my Eagles playing tonight, and found out Matt's also an Eagles fan, so that's good. Good vibes here in the Thunderdome. So
huge.
I can't complain, man. Friday night football's here. We got football all weekend. Life is good. So yeah, trying to give the people here a nice little 9-leg parlay to get rich.
I really want like everybody to hit a 9-legger today. I think that's my goal. Like I woke up today, I was like, dude, we should all hit a 9-legger. Like that's the first thing I thought. It's like we should do that. So that's why I called both of you in here because, for one, you're both Eagles fans and they play tonight, and for two, I like you guys.
Thank you.
And just so the people know, the other Eagles fan in here today, you probably recognize him as well. He's been kind of living on the channel too. Different room, but other show, the world's greatest sports betting show, the great Matt Modi. What's up, dude?
What's up, Slop? I can't complain. I echo everything the other Matt said. The better Matt M. Football. We've got football. We got Eagles tonight.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that is crazy too. Yeah.
It's M&M's.
Yeah.
Like Eagles edition.
Yes.
M&Ms.
I like it.
Nice green one. So you guys like green M&Ms, basically.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you'll have to excuse me. The Tips won a very, very big softball game last night. That means that we are now in the finals of the Old Man Softball League.
Let's go.
So the celebration went deep into the night because we had bowling after. So we had to win a softball game, then do bowling, then have the post-game celebration. So it went kind of late. Don't worry, though. I'm locked in. I already got my bets locked in. I nailed the Isaiah Likely move last night. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And I know you hit something, didn't you, Matt?
Yeah, I had a same game parlay. It was like 22-1, and he was the guy who did it. So it was like we had
long. I couldn't remember all of it.
Yeah, we had Likely scored. Well, the other ones were just Mahomes 250, Jackson 200. Oh, and Pacheco was the other touchdown. So, but yeah, Likely that was a sick touchdown. You know, I was a little sick there because I took him 2 touchdowns also.
That was tough. I was wondering what happened to those people because that sucked.
That sucked.
Bad.
And the spread too, which was sad. Like because you saw Harbaugh right away go for like they were going to cover either way, so that was rough. Yeah, that was tough.
Nice. And Modi, I know you're pretty much on fire from I don't even know how long it's been now. What, you hit anything or no?
Yeah, did well. I mean, I can't say I hit something 22-1, but I ended up playing that Likely 4+ receptions plus 600. That cashed. That was, I mean, he cashed that I think in the first half. And I also had Pacheco anytime touchdown plus 120. Not the biggest thing in the world. Not a plus 550 banger. Definitely not a 22-1. But hey, we'll take money where we can get it.
Yeah,
sweet. All right, well, I think it's time to get going. I know the people probably don't want to hear what we hit yesterday just because it's today now and they do really nothing they can do about it, but it's fun to talk about.
You know but it's good.
Yeah.
Definitely. So what we'll do is I will go first. Modi, you're going to go second. And then Matt, you're going to go third, just like it says right there on the board for everyone to see. And then Matt, you're going to bring it back.
Snake draft.
Snake draft. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple. What we're trying to do here is give our 3 best bets, right? Just the best ones. Because that way, if I sweep, Modi, if you sweep, and Matt, if you sweep, that's a 9-leg parlay. That would be crazy, right? But I don't feel like it's that hard. I think we can do it. Because, again, all I got to do is get 3. And Modi, all you got to do is get 3. And Matt, all you got to do is get 3. I feel like we can do that.
We've done this before. Yeah, we can do it again.
That's a valid point. We have. So I'm going to go first. I'm going to lock in with You would think I'd be ready for this. You would. You really would. But I'm going to make sure we get one, a nice little layup. I already have this guy in the millie. So let me – it looks like he is 38.5 on FanDuel receiving yards. I'm talking about the great Christian Watson. But here's the thing. You can't have minus money bets in this thing. You just can't. That's dumb. It's stupid. So what you can do at FanDuel is maybe hit an alt line. All right? Live a little, guys. Hit an alt line. Let's go 50 plus 154. Look, guys, I think he's back. Okay. Christian Watson was hurt last year. He was hurt the year before. His problem, he was born with little baby hamstrings. All right. Something like that. I'm sure there's a technical term, but basically that's what happened. Guess what, though? He talked to a hamstring guy over the summer. And you know what happened? He's working with adult hammies now. Okay. Plus 154 for 50 yards is like a first half line, all right? Because I'll tell you what's going to happen. They're not going to be able to run the ball very well. Philly, they stopped the run. I know they have a new coordinator. I know they got some new guys. They're going to stop the run. They're going to be fine. They're going to have to throw at that point. They got Jordan Love. We're good. The Eagles are going to score points too. So the Packers are chasing points. Any way you slice it, Christian Watson with his new adult hammies is getting 50 plus receiving yards, and we're 1-0 now. What do you think of that, Modai?
I like it. I have one that's kind of correlated, kind of not correlated. It's Jordan Love, 3+ passing touchdowns. Plus 280 is now the best offered price. I was able to get it at 300. Now it's at 280. We'll still take it there. Jordan Love, one of the best quarterbacks to end the season last year. Packers ended the year on a 7-3 run. We all remember him just taking an absolute blowtorch to the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. That was the most fun I've ever had watching football in my entire life. And Eagles defense, like you said, they're a pass funnel. Who knows what they're going to look like this year? What I do know is that at least 3/5 of their secondary is going to be new, including a rookie who admittedly has looked good, but he's still a rookie. And the Packers love to run the ball when they get close to the red zone. That's kind of why I like the Jordan Love passing angle. He had the third most passing attempts in the red zone last year, tied with two other quarterbacks with the second most passing touchdowns in the red zone. And then as we get even closer, fourth most passing attempts inside the 10-yard line, third most passing touchdowns inside the 10-yard line. He had 20. Dak Prescott was only one spot ahead of him with 21. So I'm with you. I don't think that the Packers are going to be able to run the ball. They're going to throw the ball a ton. We just need 3 touchdowns for Jordan Love, and we're cashing 280.
That's kind of crazy, but it's not that crazy.
I like that.
You know what I mean? Like when you think about it, you're like, at first you're like, wow, that's kind of crazy. And then you're like, yeah, you know what? It's not. Not at all. I think he can do that.
Pretty easily.
I think we're 2-0, guys.
Before.
Pressure's starting to build a little bit now that we're 2-0. Are you kind of nervous?
A little bit. Yeah, I'm a little bit. But I think I'll get us 4-0 here. This is going to be the Saquon Barkley Thunderdome, right? Because if he has a bad game, my Thunderdome's dead. But he's not in a bad game. He's going to go off tonight.
I like it.
Also, we hit Derrick Henry first touchdown. Wasn't anything crazy. We're running it back with Saquon tonight at plus 600 for the first touchdown. All right. So at the end of the day, I think Philly's going to run the ball a ton tonight. If you look statistically last year, Green Bay was 28th against the run in football. They allowed 127.1 yards per game on the ground. We know that's how Philly wants to play with Hurts, what he could do with his legs, now adding Saquon to the equation. So I think the game script's going to favor a lot of runs in this game, but early in this one, I do like Philly to march down. They want to get the new guy a touchdown, right? And the tush push might be out of play. No Jason Kelce coming back. We don't know if it's still going to work without him. I'm sure they'll still do it here and there, but in the red zone, you might see a little bit more Barkley in the run game than, a little bit less of Hurts this year, especially early in the season. We don't want too much wear and tear on the quarterback. I like Barkley in the red zone tonight. So that'll be the first play. And then the second one, why I said this is going to be the Saquon Thunderdome. We're going to take his alt on rushing yards. Okay. So we're going to ladder him all the way up to 100 plus, which is plus 500. Like his chances again of doing this. I think game script favors this heavily. I do think Philly wins tonight. I think they're ahead most of the way in this game. Second half, they're going to lean on the run. And even in a close game, like I said, that's their bread and butter. They want to run the football. So Saquon's capable of ripping off a huge run, obviously. But even if they just, do this methodically as the game goes on, I think there's a good chance he could see 18 carries tonight, 20 carries, and find his way to 100 yards. So there's a couple winners for us. We need Saquon to have a big game tonight. That's, otherwise my Thunderdome is in trouble.
I do like how you say it's my Thunderdome because that's called accountability. That's what we call it on the street. I do like that, but I feel like it's the people's Thunderdome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My picks from the Thunderdome
It's going to ruin our Thunderdome.
Yeah. Yes.
But here's the thing. No chance you ruined it because both of those just won.
Yeah.
We're
So
4-0 now. So it's
We're
fine.
4-0.
I'm saying it's for us. It's for the
Yes.
people, bro. We
Yeah.
need this. Dude, if we had a 9-leg parlay, do you realize how awesome that would be?
It would be the best thing ever. And at these odds, with the plays we're throwing out,
yeah,
millionaires.
It's insane. It's insane. Before we get to Modai's next bet, before we go to 5-0, we got merch now, guys. We got shirts. Did you guys see them?
I did. I liked it.
Yep. My guy Nigel threw probably the greatest t-shirt together ever. He pinned it in the description here. So if anyone wants it, anyone wants to support the content, let people know how much you like to gamble, what it means to you, it's right there. Get it? It's cheap, like dirt cheap. Matt, I don't even know how much it is. Did you see how much it was?
No, I was just saying I need one. I mean, I'm going to buy one. I just want to see it. And
it is dirt cheap. I mean, price to move.
Yeah.
There's black. There's gray. I mean, you're going to look good no matter what. But again, if you want to show how awesome you really are as a person, grab one. Modai, 5-0. Let's go.
I love that. Well, I love the Saquon angle because you just know that the Eagles are going to want to be like, see, we didn't waste money paying a running back.
Right?
Yeah. I'm totally on board with that. I'm going to go with a play for Sunday because since we already won every bet for tonight, I figure we might as well give ourselves something to sweat out for Sunday. And I'm going to go with Dalton Kincaid, 60+ receiving yards, plus 130 odds at DraftKings. I was debating how high I wanted to climb the ladder. I decided for week 1, go a little bit safer. It is still plus money banger, so we're good there. I really like Dalton Kincaid, and also the Bills basically don't have any receivers anymore. They have the second most vacated targets from last year. Only the Chargers have more. No more Stephon Diggs, who had 160 targets and 107 receptions, both of those 6th most in the NFL. They also lost Gabe Davis, who's not really a target guy, but he is a big play guy. He's no longer there.
Nope.
And Kincaid quietly had the 4th most receiving yards that a rookie has ever had as a tight end since 2010. Admittedly, a lot of qualifications there, but still pretty good numbers. 673 receiving yards, 91 targets. Generally, tight ends take time to develop. Like what Sam Laporta did last year is not what normally happens. Normally, it takes a couple years. And there's just nobody else on the Bills to throw to. So I think he's going to go to Kincaid early and often. And the best part about this is the Bills are playing the Cardinals, who stink. Their defense is terrible. DVOA, worst defense in the NFL last year. PFF, worst defense in the NFL last year. Also projected to have the worst secondary in the NFL last year, this year, heading into this year, literally 32nd. It doesn't get any worse than that. So I think in week 1, Allen's going to go for a guy that he developed pretty good chemistry with last year. Give me 60+ yards for Dalton Kincaid.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like that angle just because, I mean, I don't know. Like, who are they throwing to?
Yeah, you tell me you're going to throw to Curtis Samuel?
And not for nothing, I think they are going to throw to him, but I don't think it's going to work. But I think it's going to be remember with Carolina that year? That coordinator just loves the guy. So, like, he's going to get all that underneath stuff. But if you want to move the ball, you're going to have to go to Kincaid. Like, that's just how it's going to work. But, no, the other angle is the Cardinals should put pressure on them to score.
Yeah.
Like if you've been through their offense, like, they're not, like, bad. Like, I think Kyler Murray's healthy. They have enough weapons. They're going to move the ball. So there's going to be none of this let's sit on the ball stuff. That's all.
Yeah, I'm totally with you.
Okay. I like it. I'm going to go and move to Sunday just like you did, Modai. And I'm going to do it with a guy. That sounds pretty bad, but whatever. Greg Dulcich. Did I say that right?
Is it I
feel like you would know.
No, it is Dulcich. I'm thinking of
Matt. You know, okay.
No, I'm thinking of someone else.
It's Greg. It's Sitch. Greg Dulcich.
Greg Dulcich. I like it. Well, remember that name because Sunday, 25+ yards out of that guy is like plus 172.
That's crazy,
and that's insane because I don't think there's a way for that not to happen. Like that can happen like super early in the game too. For one, not a lot of receiving threats in Denver. If you look around, just not. Last year, if you remember though, he got hurt early in the season. Like, but before he got hurt, he was kind of like going off a little bit. Like for him, you know what I mean? Like he was obviously a guy that they wanted to use. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So now he's back. He's healthy. I checked. I didn't check him out, but I looked it online. He's gonna play. They've been saying the Joker role that Jimmy Graham used to play in Sean Payton's offense. I don't even know what that means, but I'll throw that in.
But it sounds cool.
Yeah. All I'm saying is they've used the tight end before. Seattle should stomp those guys. All right, that should happen. So guess what happens in the second half? So let's say he doesn't get in the first half. We're good. Second half, they're gonna have to throw the whole time. Bo Nix, first game ever, ever in the NFL. So maybe a little security blanket down low, kind of like the Isaiah Likely move last night. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those.
That's smart.
Plus 172 for 25 plus yards, just in that situation, feels so ridiculous. We're probably gonna look back next week and laugh that these lines don't exist anymore because that's crazy. Like you forget that FanDuel, are they a publicly traded company?
I honestly don't know.
Well, if they are, their shareholders are going to be calling Sunday. What are we doing, guys? Because this is ridiculous, dude. Just giving away money.
Yeah.
I'm not the best with numbers, but I think that makes us 6-0.
6-0.
Well, yeah, let me just do the math. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if we hit 6, then yeah, we're 6. Okay. All right, so we've covered Friday. I'm going to skip Saturday unless, Matt, you are probably a college guy. I don't know where you're going, but you might go there. I'm going right to Sunday night because we definitely need we need a night game Sunday night. We got to keep this thing going. We got to get to 7-0. I think you know where I'm going, Modai, because we've been talking all week. But there's a guy called Jameson Williams, and he plays for the Detroit Lions. I don't know if you heard of him, but
he likes to gamble.
Yes, he's definitely a friend of the show. Probably he's watching right now. Shout out JMO. He can probably run 75 miles an hour. I'm serious, literally. Yeah, he's lightning fast. They got rid of Josh Reynolds, so now they inserted him into that role. So now he gets to be the burner and he gets to run intermediate routes. FanDuel must not know about this because they've got 50-plus receiving yards at plus 140, which is literally stealing money from shareholders if they're a publicly traded company. That's ridiculous, dude. He is probably going for 100-plus. So if you want to get loose, I don't know if you would do this at FanDuel, though, because, 90-plus is only plus 600 there. But at DraftKings, it's plus 950.
Wow.
So there's
FanDuel
that.
knows.
But for the sake of this parlay, we'd have to do it at FanDuel. That's the only reason I'm quoting that price. Honest guy. I would quote it at DraftKings knowing that you couldn't play it there. I'm not doing that. It's plus 140 for 50-plus. Dude, they're going to have to throw the ball. I think the Rams are definitely going to score some points. We could get an up-and-down game. If that happens, look out. But, dude, 50-plus, even if they sit on the ball the entire second half, we're probably good.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, that's 7-0, dude.
I love that.
2 more legs, and we're rich.
Everything's plus money, too.
By a lot.
I can't wait to do the math in my head and figure out, how much this is going to be for $10.
It's going to be a lot.
It's going to be a lot of money, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like we deserve it, though. And so do the people watching.
Everyone does, yeah.
Everybody watching this right now is awesome.
They are awesome.
Have a ton of money. Go ahead, Modai. Stop stalling.
Well, I was trying to stall as long as I could. I love both of those. The Dulcich thing, who else is Bo Nix going to throw to? It's like the Bills thing all over again. No receivers.
It is so ridiculous. When I saw 25-plus, I was like, dude, what is that? Is that longest reception? You know what I'm saying? Is this what are we doing?
Is this a season line?
For a whole, so this is for an entire game?
Yeah.
Or just the first drive? Because
I love that.
I think they missed the boat there.
All right. I am going to take a market that you don't love yourself, Slot, but I do like it. Anytime touchdown for Cooper Kupp. So I'm also going Sunday night. I'm also going Sunday Night Football.
Okay. It helps JMO.
It does. Yeah, it's true. It gets some points. This one's best offered at plus 150 odds. This one, admittedly, maybe it's a little bit too contrarian of me, but I feel like too many people are going to be off of Cooper Kupp because of how last year went, especially the playoffs last year. Puka Nacua, these two teams played in the playoffs, wildcard round. Nacua, 9 receptions, 181 yards, 1 touchdown. Cooper Kupp only went for 5 receptions for 27 yards, 0 touchdowns. 6 players had more receiving yards than him. I mean, you're only talking touchdowns, but just kind of showing you how bad it was. But now we're looking to this year. Nacua missed the entire offseason, which was the same case with Cooper Kupp last year. So they're kind of in opposite situations there. And Puka Nacua played 5 more games than Cooper Kupp did last year. Nacua played 17, Kupp played 12. Kupp still led the Rams in red zone targets. He had 21 targets in the red zone. Nacua only had 15. And again, that's in less games for Cooper Kupp. And if you go like closer in from the 10, Cooper Kupp had more. And the Lions defense, same defensive coordinator from last year. Granted, they have like 3 new starting cornerbacks. So if you want to tell me that last year's stats don't matter, well, at least they're probably going to have growing pains with 3 new starting members of their cornerback specifically. But last year they gave up the 4th most passing yards, 6th most passing touchdowns. And from week 10 on, literally the most yards and the 3rd most passing touchdowns. So I think that they're going to be able to move the ball. I also love a Stafford 300 plus passing yards, but the odds were better on Cooper Kupp. So that's why I went with him. But if you also want to tail the Stafford one, I like that. But yeah, Cooper Kupp, they're not keeping that guy out of the end zone.
I think they call that a bonus bet, McEwen.
Yep, I believe so.
So they call that on the streets. Nice work, Modi. 8-0. I know there was pressure earlier, but I'll be honest with you. Now that pressure has got to be through the roof because this is the play that's going to tie this whole thing together. Like without this, we don't have a 9-leg parlay.
It's only 8.
You know what I'm saying? It would only be 8, that would be dumb. Like why would you only do 8? Why when you can definitely do 9?
You need 9.
Yeah, 9's the key number here.
All right. Well, Matt, this I think this is good because our angles are very similar. I'm doing Cooper Kupp though 100 plus at plus 300.
I like it.
So we were we're aligned. I kind of like that. I mean, you made most of the points there with what you were saying. I think a lot of people are definitely writing Kupp off this year. A lot of people are really high on Puka this year. I don't think Puka's going to regress like that much, but I think he'll regress a bit. And yeah, Kupp is still, in my opinion, Kupp's, they're kind of like 1A, 1B. Like I don't think there's a big difference between the two. And Stafford loves Kupp, right? Like that's his guys. Kind of
they get breakfast together,
right? They get breakfast together. They're buddies, right?
Yeah. Shower too, I think.
But yeah, I mean, look, the Lions statistically last year in terms of average yards allowed in the passing game, 257. Only Washington was worse. You made the point too. They do have some new guys in that secondary, but I mean, they lose C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who I think is a big loss to that defense. Actually, was one good piece in that passing game. So
great player.
Yeah, I think they're going to struggle. I think they're going to struggle against the pass. I agree. Also, the game script likely going to be a back and forth game. They might be trailing in this one. They are a 4.5-point underdog. That's probably going to favor more passing, especially in the second half. So yeah, I love that play. But yeah, Cooper Kupp 100 plus is plus 300 on DraftKings. So that's how we round this thing out. And now I think we're about to be very, very rich if we put $10 on this and win.
Oh, you're muted, Slop.
Yeah. They cut your mic, John.
Yeah, he was babbling.
My bad. There's construction going on at the house. I wanted to be cool about it. And you finished out the play. It's getting kind of loud. I got to be honest with you. I don't know how the next 2 months are going to go. But whatever, we'll deal with it. We're going to gamble through it. All right, that's what we're going to do. $10 though is going to get us over $600,000 if and when we win this. Like, think about that for a second. Like, you're going to wake up Monday morning and be like, "Oh yeah, there's an extra $600K in my FanDuel account."
Yeah, it's not fun.
That feels wild.
I'll probably spend it over the weekend and not even bother waiting.
They probably take the taxes right out of that. They did that to me on the 10K pitcher parlay.
Yeah, they take them out.
Yeah, they take it out right away. So you don't have to worry about it. So it won't be $600K and it'll be like 400 probably.
Or something.
Yeah.
That's still good.
I can still manage that.
No, that's fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? It would be cooler if it was 6, but
way cooler.
4 is still cool too. Like, dude, just wake up and be like, "Oh, there's an extra $400K in the account. Forgot about that parlay. That'd be fun." All right. So that's gonna do it for me. It's gonna do it for you too as well because show's over. You know what I mean? But what we're going to do is we're going to go live later on today, 4 p.m. to use the tools at OddsJam to find even more bets because we don't stop gambling on this channel. We just keep gambling. So it doesn't stop here. It just keeps going. Modi, what do you got going on?
Yeah, a lot of NFL stuff going on. We got Friday night player props already out. We got Sunday coming out tonight. We got Monday coming out sometime before Monday. Check me out, Twitter at Jedi Modi. Also writing a bunch for Newsweek, which I will be posting on Twitter as well. So yeah, check me out on Twitter at Jedi Modi. Road to 10K followers is what we're going for.
Nice. And what about you, McEwen?
I'm just gonna be gambling all weekend. But yeah, I'll have my articles up, oddscheckerus.com, so you guys can check that out on the website. And I'll have my live stream coming up right after this. So break down some games. But Looking forward to it, guys. This is the best. This is the best Friday. We have football till Monday, and then it's like, oh, and then football's back. Football season, it rocks, man.
It just
Nothing
keeps
like
going.
Nothing like
I
it.
feel like we're like the hardest working men in this business.
Yeah, that too.
Like we just keep gambling.
We just keep
That's
gambling.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We appreciate all the support. Again, grab a shirt. Link in the description. We'll see you later.